My name is Eddan Katz. I would like to make a comment on the Domain Awareness Center in several different capacities. As a first-time homeowner in Oakland with my wife and young daughter, as the editor of 2 relevant books on this topic published by NYU Press, one entitled Cybercrime, and the other called The Global Flow of Information. As a lawyer committed to facilitating homegrown technology startups in Oakland, as a co-founder of Pseudo Room, a community center and maker hackerspace at 22nd in Oakland, where I have my office. As an affiliate fellow and former executive director of the Information Society Project and lecturer at Yale Law School, a former international affairs director of the Electronic Frontier Foundation, and as a father and husband living in a neighborhood that has seen a concerning increase in robberies and burglaries over the decade I've lived here. As a lifelong student of the intersection between law and technology, I'm deeply concerned with the way in which these contractors are proposing data mining, mass surveillance for civilian law enforcement in this project, turning our core principles of fairness and due process, human rights, and civil liberties upside down and inside out. Guilty before proven innocent. No requirement for reasonable suspicion, particularized evidence, or proportionality before our very own citizens are targeted for surveillance. And warrantless wiretapping projects funded by the Department of Homeland Security have no need for oversight or an auditable system of checks and balances, and with no provisions to restore the faith of the American public in there being boundaries and limitations on the information gluttony of the U.S. electronic intelligence initiatives. The reason I must take this opportunity of addressing this decision-making body for the first time for me is because of a promise I made myself when I was in Europe about 8 years ago. When I was speaking at a data protection and privacy conference, a colleague was showing me around Amsterdam on a tour of historical sites for the Dutch resistance in World War II. There was this data processing building that contained thousands of documents with information about the religious affiliation of Dutch citizens. These data centers made the Nazis' job of finding Jews, Gypsies, and other people considered undesirables much easier when the Netherlands fell under German occupation. Heroic members of the Dutch resistance, including my friend's martyred ancestors, succeeded in destroying the files stored at that building without harming any people, which undoubtedly saved hundreds of lives. These days, that would not matter because of all the backups and redundancies. I resolved then that I would never forgive myself if I sat silently as a bystander while something like that place was being built around where I lived during my lifetime. The Oakland Domain Awareness Center, fundamentally in its foundational technological infrastructure, is unconstitutional under the First, Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendments of the United States Constitution, as well as the California constitutional right to privacy in Article 1, Section 1, enumerating our inalienable rights as state citizens. Please do what you can to stop it. Thank you for your attention.